Hi there, everybody. Again, just went for a 5 mile run on a very hot day, and some things came to mind that I wanted to reinforce because we all get caught in these stresses of life, and often I find myself, and I just got a lot of lessons in life about this, about just having shields up. Like life is coming in, it's like enough, and I just need to sort of put my shields up and sort of we create our resistances to these events and these expressions, whether it's the brother I don't understand, or my kid who doesn't want to pandiculate, or uh, you know, the bills come in, I just don't want to deal with it, and life is causing complications, or the traffic, and we just have to like harden ourselves to that. Now, there's a time for that, and that's there for survival value, actually, to be able to deal with stress. But we want to not be stuck in it because we have to be careful. Because it's easy to have the outside world controlling us. You know, if our system is tensing up in reaction to the outside world, then the outside world is controlling us. We're not in control of ourselves, and we want to be self-sufficient. I think we agree on that. The goal is to be self-sufficient and independent. We value that. So what does it take to have some tools to take control of how these stresses sort of end up almost brutalizing us? It's like, boy, you know, I'm just really hard today, especially if you have a job where you have to sit a lot and you're just holding your body still all day. That takes its toll as well. So we want to maintain we want to find a suppleness in the body. Now, I would recommend the videos I have on YouTube. If you look up Eric Cooper Somatics, and especially do some of the basics, arch and flatten, the back lift, and then arch and curl. And we can turn that into sort of a cross-lateral arch and curl to regain control of the front. You can look up my videos on YouTube, Eric Cooper Somatics. But today we're going to do an interesting expression. We're going to look at this red light reflex, the reflex that makes us hard in front. And that turns on often, and we get so good at it, we can't turn it off. It's just there all the time, like 80%, or not 80%, more like 30 or 40%. And it tightens us and tightens us and tightens us. You see people, you know, they're walking around like that, you know, they've got a tight front. Now, they can't breathe very well, and it creates a lot of abdominal pressure, which is hard on the viscera. In fact, in the 80s, a study was done at a coronary intensive care unit in Minneapolis at a big hospital, and 100% of the people there could not, in that unit, could not voluntarily take a belly breath in. They could not release their front. They're sort of stuck in this contraction and pressurization of their bodies. So what does it take to be free? And last time, we're going to go over what we did last time. We're going to sit on an exhale, we're going to sink the sternum, and we're just going to push it towards the front of our spine. And it's just going to go in a certain amount, and then we're going to sort of slide it down towards the lumbar arch. So with me, if you want, just tap there on the sternum. That's what we're sinking directly back. Then we're going to go down at an angle. So breath in, exhale, closing up. Sort of roll those ribs in, curl your whole body in, let your head go with it, your belly go with it. And now when you reach that limit of coming back, pull down and feel what that does to your spine. It's like, boy, you know, you walk around like that, they'll think you're pretty old, right? Okay, but it's you doing it. If you do it, you don't get stuck with it, because right now, just start to slowly open out of it. Really smooth, let that front get long, okay? We can do that, and we're going to do that one more time. Gentle breath in, exhale, sinking in. Let the arms roll in, let that chin push forward, hunch over like you're 200 years old. Pull the sternum in, squeeze all the air out. Inhale, open, slow. Oh boy, it's like pleasurable. It's like a morning yawn. So how do we take it one step further? Let's do that. Let's make these, you hear about these people with scoliosis, they're all bent over and they're hunchbacked or whatever. What is that? Because we don't ever want to get stuck like that. Those are muscle tension problems where things are happening outside of our control. So here, find sort of your nipple and your collarbone on one side. We're going to take a gentle breath in there for a running start, and this time sink that in at an angle. Close it and squeeze that and close it and pull it down towards your belly button all the way. Close that front as hard as you can. And feel what happens on the other side of your back. It's really open back there. So when someone has this hunchback or whatever, thoracic hyperkyphosis or a dowager's hump, the problem is the contraction that's creating it. And just open really slow, let that lengthen and open. And remember that we can do that voluntarily. We're not stuck there anymore. Okay? Well, we don't want the other side to be jealous, so we're going to tap right there. Find those ribs, okay? When's the last time you closed those ribs? Well, here's your chance. Gentle breath in. Exhale, just really act it up. Make it like a tragedy on this side. Closing on it, hunching. Ow, how deep in can you pull that? And then notice how stretched and open the other side of the back is. And imagine going through life like that. Whoa, you know, that's pretty intense. That's a lot to carry. That's a lot of tension there. Okay? So close it a little bit more, and we're going to open super slow. Can you feel the opening all the way? Let it open on up. Just pleasurable. So now you can close those ribs and you can open them and close them and open them. And you're not stuck. It's not the outside world. It's not the unknown causing these postural distortions. It's your voluntary control. If we're in control, then we're in control. That's what we want. So we're going to do the whole thing. We're going to do the sides and the front. Okay? We're going to let the arms roll in. We're going to act it up. Even if you're driving home, just squeeze it and hunch over. And it's the most depressed you ever felt because we're just recreating the posture of depression. But it's you doing it, you're controlling it, and you're turning it off voluntarily. So gentle breath in. Exhale, it's just rolling in. The chest is pulling the shoulders. The chest is throwing the head forward. The chest is stretching out the back long, and we're small in front. This reflex of contraction, this withdrawal response that says, enough, I'm going to harden the front. It says, stop. It wants to make you small. Don't notice me. I want to disappear. And open slow and long, and those arms roll back, a pleasurable yawn. Pull the shoulder blades back together and back, and close up a little bit. Just soft, and know that you've got this suppleness in the body. It's you doing it. Remember that. Do it often. When you feel like, damn it, the world is hard, and I'm sick of it, I need a vacation, do that. I challenge you to try it. I believe this is the answer. And it really worked for me. I feel young again because that stiffness, it doesn't have almost anything to do with age. It's habits. It's a tension contraction problem. It's a poor calibration of the alpha gamma motor neuron coactivation loop. I can explain that another time. But just by closing it enough to feel it and opening smooth and remembering that you can move it, you're recalibrating that loop. Blessings to all of you. Have a wonderful day.